Test one, two. There we are. There we are. Hey, and welcome to our ranch, A.G.F.C, our ranch Airgun Fun Channel Live. My good friends, welcome, welcome, welcome. The doors are open. These pub doors are open. But not pub doors are open. Come on in, grab yourself your favorite seat. Grab yourself your favorite snack, favorite drink. As usual, got it in the B cup. Folgers. I like that. So come on in, grab yourself a favorite seat, relax, kick back. Join the chat, enjoy with us this wonderful world we enjoy called air guns. Our communal get together here. How's everybody doing? Who's in the back? Who's in the chat? Let's get into the chat and see anybody there yet. There's the link. If you want to join in, you can join in and come on live. There's a link there. Just click it, follow the prompts, and it'll get you set up and just join on in. Or you join the chat. Come on back and tell me who you are. Just relax with us. We got some upcoming videos brand new today put out by some of the pinnacles in the community. So we'll be joining them. Oh. Yeah. Let's see here. Let's get into how's that music sound? Is it too loud? I like this song, Revolver. Anyway, all my viewers happen to just disappear on me. Did I scare you away with that link? Don't be scared of the link. Come on back and join the chat. Kick back with us. Enjoy some of these YouTube videos put out just recently today. This darn cord is so darn cheap. I need to get better equipment. But I can't afford it. Can't afford it. So speaking of which, when you see this, and if you guys see this, give us a thumbs up. Hit that like button. Helps the algorithm get this seen. We know it's not being seen by anybody as of right now. So we're just gonna hang out for a minute and enjoy some of this time together. Today was a non-eventful day, just a regular another day of driving around on my Uber routes, calls, and taking people home, bringing people to work, taking people to doctor's appointments, and just driving people from point A to point B all day long. That's what I do. That's what I do. It's interesting. It's quite interesting, I'll tell you that much. Hey, you guys, leave it down in the comments for me in the chat. Tell me something. You guys like this view better? Is it this? Come on, chat. Tell me what you guys think. I think we'll leave it right here for right now. Oh. Yeah, let me hold on a second, everybody. Let me get this audio turned down just a little bit more. There we go. So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, whenever you are, wherever you are, or whenever you are going to be watching this broadcast, this live show, This hangout, this air gunner shooters hangout. Your friend of mine, I'd like to introduce to you Mystic 22222. My friend Mystic, how are you?
Howdy. I just woke up from a siesta, fully recovered. It's
I see. Okay.
a little bit rough here today when I got caught on the way home.
Yeah.
Um,
I- My friend I tell you, I pulled into the driveway. The meter in the car, the digital meter read 112.
yeah, and my vehicle's got a stuck thermostat, and it was actually starting to cut out just as I was coming up to my
Man,
driveway.
112, and I believe it. I believe it. It is roasting out there, my friend. It
Yep.
is absolutely roasting. I had the luxury of being in an air conditioning car all day long.
Cool.
That's my job, but uh, getting in and out of that thing was
Yeah.
not fun all day long.
Well, it's normal for Ukiah, but not for this time of year. But it is just a heat wave, which is also normal. So
Yeah.
we've had two very short heat waves, and
Uh huh.
that's basically okay. And it's good to have a warning like that. My experience has been if you actually have a significant climate change in a given year, if you have an extremely hot summer, it usually means you'll have a very mild winter. If you have a really stormy or very cold winter, you'll probably have a mild summer. Um, it reminds me of it reminds me that I can't remember a darn thing when I go too fast. Because when I first wake up. Um, but I do want to say I really prefer your isometric view. Number one, as I had said before. Number two, when you switch to the straight-on view like you got now, your mic
Yeah.
cuts out.
Oh, my mic cuts out.
Yeah, you were just silent during that transition.
Really?
Yep. So maybe you're
So,
switching to your other camera's mic, and that mic is not turned on.
so you weren't hearing me at all? To
That's
that?
right. Both times when you switched from here back to the other, and then came back,
Okay,
and
hold
then
on a second. Let
and then
me let me
this time when you switched and came back, the mic went dead.
let me try something here.
Hmm.
Oh, hold on.
Hi, bearded air gunner.
Bearded air gunner, my
Brother's
friend,
right.
our friend here at our ranch, A.G.F.C, burst into the chat. How you doing, my buddy? How you doing, my friend? Man, this is driving me crazy. I'm getting a lot of static feedback in my headphones.
Mm.
They're
We're
the
not
only
hearing.
speakers I got right now. My settings got I
We aren't getting any static. You sound fine to us, or
okay.
at least to me.
All right. Let me get rid of um
It's only in your headphones.
that camera. Move that source there. So my audio's fine right now. All
Perfectly
right.
fine.
Maybe because I had two cameras running, eating dinner with the family.
I think
That's the way it's got to be done.
when you had
Eat
both
dinner with
cam-
your family, sit
yeah,
down, have that special, that loving time with those that you truly love.
rare, precious, and these days suspicious.
Right.
It is so different from the culture
If it
that
happens, you're asking, wait a
there
minute,
must
what's
be something
going
wrong with
on?
y'all.
Yeah, it's rare to have the kids around. You know, Jordan, he's working constantly all day. Taking care of it. He's got Klaus,
Yeah.
our German Shepherd. Uh, and then see, we got two brand new kittens. They're we've had them how long now? had them about not about 8 weeks. 8 weeks now. So, two new additions to the family here at the ranch. We've missed Cat since Nicholas passed away. But
Yeah, and we just lost a goat.
you just lost a goat, huh?
Not to the heat. It looks like water belly.
What looks like what?
Water belly.
Water belly. Explain to me.
Well, it's an extremely painful condition where it's exactly the same as kidney stones in humans, but it's lethal.
Oh, it's
We get
blockage
when we
by
get kidney
stones in the
stones, we
stomach.
just wish we were dead.
It's a blockage.
Yep.
Stones in the stomach.
But not in the, it's not in the stomach. It's actually in the urethra.
Okay.
There's an anatomical difference with goats.
So it's basically the same as throwing a kidney stone.
It is a kidney stone, but it lodges.
It enlarges. I
Right.
had one. I had a
Mm-hmm.
6 millimeter stone. 6 millimeter. That's good. Good. Almost size of a baby.
Yep. But it's
And
not the diameter. It's
that's
the
stuck in my ureter, not my
yes.
urethra, but my ureter.
Okay.
And backed up all that urine into my kidneys, and I'm telling you,
Yep.
that was the worst pain.
Yep.
That was the worst pain I think I've ever experienced.
So you can relate to the goat.
I can relate to the goat. Yes.
But he did not survive.
He didn't survive. Oh, that's too bad. That's sad.
Yeah.
Sorry to hear.
Oh well. Anyway,
so what's going on with you in your airgun world? Any new shooting? Airgun world. Any new shooting here lately?
Me personally, not now, but I'm starting to think I might get an opportunity soon. Actually, I haven't been able to pick it up in over a year.
Really?
But I just got a new neighbor, and I'm 50% of the way to trusting him.
Okay.
There's a little bit more vetting I have to do to make sure he shows every sign of being on our side, but nowadays you can't trust anybody until you run.
You can't just divulge your life and whatnot to
But I'm confident.
Anybody.
I'm confident, and I have a few tests that I can determine for sure. Anyway, so that sounds like great news. Looks like I might have something coming in the following year for that.
All right, cool.
I just found this Teddy's root beer.
Teddy's root beer.
In my life experience, there have only been 3 root beers that I would call worthy of the name.
Well, yeah.
A&W, Mug, and Frosty.
Okay.
I have not been able to get Frosty in over 30 years, but that's what this tastes like.
Cool.
Got a little problem here, Brian. Okay. No, okay. So that's what it looks like.
So it's root beer.
It's root beer. And
nice.
It tastes like Frosty.
I love root beer. It won't let me see, hold on a second. I'm experimenting with this. No, it won't.
Now I'm at the head of the table.
Well, you see, I keep having a short out in my wire here.
Oh.
So it keeps shorting out.
Lengthen it.
Because
roll them dice.
I'm not a paid subscriber here on Restream. I've always used their service for free. And because they want too much. They just want too much for a monthly subscription. $160. I don't got that kind of extra cash. Plus, we're being knocked left and right. Uh-oh. Well, we just lost Mystic. Hopefully he'll come back on here in a second. Don't know what happened. He just dropped out on me. I don't know if that was Restream or his end. This is driving me absolutely upset. And now this is driving me crazy. Okay, hold on. Testing 1 2. Testing 1 2. Okay. We still got you buried, Air Gunner. You still with me? You seem to have lost Mystic. I'm gonna get rid of this. And there's Mystic now. He can come back in, but I have no camera and no audio from him. Mystic, you there? What's up, buddy? What happened? Overload again? You're all froze up. It's showing excellent signal. Yeah, I can't hear you. I can't hear you. No. I don't know. I don't know. I said, I don't know. I can't hear you. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, wherever you are, whenever you are, wherever you are going to be watching this broadcast from, we have another friend joining us. Let me introduce to you another air gunner, the bearded air gunner. What is going on? Hey,
What's up, Brian?
you're live. And there is Mystic. Let me remove this source. Guess there, and let me invite Mystic again here. There he
So,
is, Mystic
was it
So
22222.
strange. I can't hear anything,
was
You
it
can't
me or
hear me?
you?
but I bet you can hear me.
I can
I
hear you
can hear
both.
you. Yes, you can't hear me.
I can hear you both.
Hold on a second. No, no.
Testing. 1 2 3.
Can you hear
Testing.
me, Brian?
Testing one. I can hear you back. Yes.
Can you hear me?
I can
Yes.
hear you both. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay.
It's got to be you're in, bearded.
You say it's nothing.
It's got to be you. It's got to be you.
It had to be you.
It had to be you. Wonderful you.
Not much. Hanging out at home, relaxing on a Sunday finally.
I wonder, hold on a second, if there is anything I can do about. Okay, now try it. Can you hear me?
I still hear you. Oh, that's much better, Beard. Much. Whoops. Why are we doing that?
I don't know what I can do. I don't think I can do anything.
Well, he turned his phone and we're good, and then he turns it back to
Wicked
14.
lag.
You got your volume up? Hey,
Everything's
Bearded,
good.
you got your volume up? Volume?
Can you hear me, Bearded? Whoops.
He just dropped out. Oh, come on back. Come on, try it again. I don't know. I don't know if his volume was up all the way or
I was hearing him fine till he cut out.
oh, I heard him fine. He couldn't hear us.
And it looked like you two couldn't hear me.
No, I could hear you. I hear you fine. Air Gunner, I'm sorry about that, brother. I don't know what the technical difficulty is with that. If you're hearing me now, uh, maybe try readjusting your volume and coming back on. We'd love to have you and chat with you. So you think you might be able to get into air gunning again, shooting a little bit?
Yeah, I think so.
Well, that'd be great.
Do you do it with me, Grandpa?
Well, if we get the opportunity.
We just need to wait till the weather permits us to be able to do it.
Well, the weather isn't a factor, yeah.
The weather is a
I don't think it's
true
going to be
big
that much of a problem.
factor.
We just had a couple of anomalous heat waves. There's nothing really unusual about that.
Nothing
If we
at all. You
if we
know,
follow
a freak 112 day. You know,
Yeah. If we follow the norms, and it settles down, we should see low to mid 90s to 100 for the next few weeks or next several weeks, and we won't see the serious weather until late August.
here we go. Let's try to bring our friend the bearded air gunner in again.
Is it working now?
Yep.
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
See, I can see you guys, but I can't hear anything you guys are saying on Restream at all. So
Really?
No!
Oh man. I'm sorry, my
So I
friend.
don't know. Maybe it's just not meant to be. But hey, Brian, I hope everything's well with you and the fam. And Mystic, nice to see you. And I don't know. I could try to listen, but I can't hear anything. There's zero volume on my end. So
Really?
I don't know. It's goofy.
What about
Even if I turn my phone sideways, then I'll lose the whole picture.
Really?
So yeah.
That's weird. That is weird. How Restream
Guess it doesn't like me tonight.
But we were. Yeah,
Hi, buddy.
Yeah. And
Well, that's
the thing
too bad. That's weird. That's
thing
weird how
is, what-
Restream is behaving that way.
That's what it looks like to me. It looks like Restream's having a problem.
And I don't know if I'm gonna have to go to a different platform or not. They have a couple other platforms I can run off of. They got
I haven't seen or heard anything about.
StreamYard. StreamYard is basically almost just like Restream, like here.
Uh-huh.
Pretty much has all the same function. Hey, thanks, man. Bearded Air Gun, I hope you have a great night, and thanks for trying to come on. I'm sorry, Restream is not connecting to your device properly. Does it to Bearded Mystic here all the time. But no, there's some.
No, it would be. Never mind. I'll explain later.
Okay.
Anyway, yes, this is the view to keep.
You think so?
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Yep. Okay.
What happened?
Well, it's the camera. Camera so far, there hasn't been any flickering. This is the camera that usually has all that flickering. Do you remember?
I never saw that flicker.
You never saw the flicker?
It looked fine to me.
Yeah, for some reason there is no flicker.
Well, as I said,
But
flickering is quite common with cameras when the source of light is fluorescent or something that actually has substantial flicker, because the frame rate and the flicker rate will conflict.
Right. That makes
So
sense.
most modern cameras In fact, going back to 2000, I think most digital cameras have a mode that synchronizes with the 60 hertz power, or 50 hertz in the case of the UK. So, anyway, I wanted to bring up something.
Okay.
There's probably a lot of people in the world that don't know about this.
They look like headphones with a pair of lights on them.
That's reflection. It's a metallic
Oh,
reflection.
I see. What
Okay.
are the what are the boxes on them?
Boxy ears.
So are they for the computer?
No. This is about air guns.
Oh, sound cancellation.
Today's air gun. Many of today's air guns are as loud as a small firearm.
Sure.
They can dampen your hearing.
Sure,
Okay,
sure.
These are hearing protections, but these are special kinds of hearing protection that give your ears superpowers.
I see. One more time, my friends. We're going to see if this works. Mystic, hold on a second. Just hold on to that.
All right.
Bearded Air Gunner looks like he may be on again. Bearded Air Gunner is not on again. Are you there?
No!
I thought I heard him chuckle.
There he is. Can you hear us now?
Still no sound, Brian.
Really?
No.
No!
Wow.
Testing 2255.
So anyway,
That
these earmuffs gives your ears superpowers. Each ear has a separately controlled volume amplifier. So when you put it on, you're now hearing through condenser mics. And you can boost the volume way up so that you can hear almost as well as a
I
deer.
don't get it.
I don't either.
You don't get it?
I don't either. He still can't hear us.
Oh.
He's
here, but
trying to
it's
get
not
in.
letting me play. It's not letting me hear you guys.
It's
So,
not letting him
I don't
play
get it.
tonight. This is weird. This is so weird. I don't know what to do. Did that help any?
It's funny because I'm actually hearing our conversation a minute past when I talk.
Oh, you're okay on another device. Okay. Well, you can just hang out with us there that way, I guess. If you have any questions, I'll do my best to answer them for you. But Mystic is going to explain these headphones again to me because he didn't have a chance. I was in the midst trying to get you on.
Yeah.
But anyway, go ahead, Mystic.
Okay. Show and tell. Let me start over. These are special earmuffs that give your ears superpowers.
Okay.
Each ear has a separate volume control and can amplify up to something like 10 times. So when you're in hiding, when older people remember how to hunt, and even fishermen know that you're supposed to be as quiet as possible, silent, so they don't hear you because they can hear 10 times better than you.
Right.
This evens that playing field. So this increases your ability to hear. These are hearing aids.
Okay.
That give you about a 10 dB boost.
Okay. That explains what those devices on each end are.
But they are special because when a blast goes off around your ears,
yeah,
it instantly shuts it off.
So it dampens the outside and inside.
It totally blocks the amplification part, and you don't. It's just like regular earmuffs. The ear covering kind, and it cuts the noise level over 30 dB.
There you go.
So like if I have these on, I'm going to have a hard time hearing you on
Right.
speaker. Right now, I bought these about 20 years ago, and I paid probably a little over $100 for them.
Really.
But recently, I picked up a pair, and I think I picked them up. Well, I'm pretty sure I picked them up at a regular sporting goods store, probably Big Five. I could have picked them up at a surplus store. I'm not sure.
Uh-huh.
And again, ballpark figure, uh, 25 or $30. Much smaller, much lighter, and but they do the exact same job.
Right.
Now these are pretty heavy. there, there's quite a bit of stuff in here. They're solid. A little bit worse for the wear. This padding needs to be stuck back on, but
Well, they're how old? 20 years
25
old?
years. Yeah,
25 years
25
old.
years. This is real leather in here.
Back 25 years ago, that was, still kind of compact.
Yeah, and state of the art.
Yeah.
But I think most people don't even realize that they exist. And a lot of people don't wear hearing protection because they want to be able to hear around them, especially when they're hunting. And then
Right.
when it's time to take that shot, you're gonna forget. You're not gonna go take
No, wait.
put on hearing protection.
Well, they have, now I forget what they're called. They're just small devices that fit inside your ear, the noise cancellation and amplifies.
Yeah, noise
Eh,
cancellation is different. Noise cancellation actually can reduce the volume of sound inside your ear, or even
Okay.
inside a vehicle, and
Okay.
it does that by flipping a mirror image of the sound and feeding that, mixing that into uh, what's coming into your ear, and it actually blocks the sound from coming into your ear, even if it's not in contact. It creates a zone of silence right around your head. It can actually zero it out to where you cannot hear a sound.
You're all good, bearded air gun. You're all good, brother. I don't know what's going on with the restream tonight with your device, but it doesn't seem to be liking your device to connect to it. You connected fine. You came in fine. You were crystal clear. Your connection was great. Just the volume, the audio just
Yeah,
wasn't there. I heard you. We both heard you.
we had all
You
kinds
just
of
couldn't,
issues today. I'm
you know.
starting right now, this moment, I'm thinking that we should not necessarily set up a regular show, but go ahead and set up a test show with another provider and see if that works. Do you know, is there a cost involved with that?
Well, there's a cost, to go. Okay, like I was saying, Restream. There's another one called StreamYard.
Mm-hmm.
There's OBS. Um, Hold on a second. I just blew us up. There's OBS Studios, which is a lot more technical than
Mm-hmm.
Restream and StreamYard. Restream and StreamYard are they run all over the browser.
Mm-hmm.
They're live streamed through the browser itself.
Uh-huh.
Um, and you can, run free like I do right now. And then you can pay for a subscription, which gets you to, Restream Pro. It gives you all these other options and
Bells and
um,
whistles.
bells and whistles. Yeah, which yeah, that would be cool and all that. But I don't
Well,
got
it's a
that
good
hundred and
smart.
sixty.
It's a
I
smart
don't got one
marketing
hundred and sixty
technique.
dollars a month.
Yeah, it's a smart, yeah, marketing technique as long as they deliver. But
Right.
you know, if
I
if
just
you're
don't.
gonna if you're gonna try before you buy and then it flops like this, then it's the reverse of a good marketing technique.
I mean,
Good way to get yourself kicked out of the market. But
we're getting hit. We're getting hit hard and losing a huge chunk of our income. and
Our income.
so that we're being hit hard. Um, so I don't see me being able to pay for a subscription here
Uh-huh.
anytime soon.
So the StreamYard is basically the same setup as Restream. It works in the browser and has a free
Right,
version.
right.
Has a free
I've
version.
just I've never used it, so I've looked at it and I've fiddled with it, and it basically runs off the same process and concept. It's basically the same thing as Restream.
Mm-hmm.
You got a free account, which you're allowed up to I think 3 guests.
Uh-huh.
I can have me and you and somebody else, and I can share video. I can share files. I can whatnot. I can do several other functions. I can have a second camera, whatnot. But I've never had any real problems with Restream on my end.
Mm.
It's just my guess. Other people have
Well,
had.
if it only works for one, I mean, if they're going to have a problem like that for the free version, they better tell you up front that the free version has issues like that. It has
Right.
limitations or something.
Yeah.
Otherwise, they're leading us to believe that Restream is just not a usable platform.
That's what they're starting to believe, but make us believe, isn't it?
Yeah, very, very unwise of them.
Yeah. Yeah, because I put a link up there for my to have guests on, and for there to be that kind of audio glitch or audio, no audio whatsoever. But that's
Well,
the
just
thing. I heard him fine. You heard him, right?
yeah, I heard him fine. But the last time before that, it was you that was going out, and you were going out in a strobe way. You were going fluff, 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 and I could hear your voice in pulses about
Really?
twice a second. Yeah, or half
Huh.
the second would be on, half the second would be off. And then I lost your video, and then you broke altogether. I was getting pop-ups about losing one of our.
Yeah. Bearded Air Gunner was reminding us that I had no issues last time. DG had the issues. DG had the browsers open. He had other windows open in the
Yes,
background. That's what caused the echo.
that's what caused the echo. Yes, and I was the first one to have that problem, and then figure out what was going on.
But
It also didn't help that this laptop was on the ragged edge of performance, and having both those tabs running at the same time was causing the computer
right,
itself to
right.
crash.
Well, we currently have 3 viewers. 3 viewers. Welcome to our Ranch A.G.F.C Live, our Ranch Airgun Fun channel. Come on into the chat with Bearded Air Gunner. Say hi. Get back with
And,
us for a while. We're going to be getting into some airgun news videos and
and I think this would be a
check
good
out.
time to ask some questions or suggest what they'd like us to talk about.
Well, that would be great. I'm way more than willing to answer any questions.
Yeah,
And
we had a part one episode where we started to talk about or actually show excerpts of a video about anti-drone, anti-robot
oh
rounds,
yeah. Oh yes.
and we haven't finished that yet. And then the next day we went off on a tangent.
Yeah, kinda, didn't we? The technical tangent would
Yeah,
get us
well,
going. But yeah, we can get more into that in another issue, another episode issue, another issue episode. I meant to the
well,
other night, We meant
Yeah.
to the other night. Even had it all uploaded and ready to share, and we never got around to it.
Yeah. Well, it kind of left off where they had talked about um, using gallium to melt aluminum parts. Um, then you needed to review the whole video, and towards the end of the video, they brought up that mercury will melt gold, and there are there's a lot of gold circuits and connectors in electronics.
See, bearded air gun is saying we're about to start running a bunch of air gun shorts on this end when it finally stops raining so much.
Send some of that saw
I
away.
bet. I bet.
Where in the world is
How's
he?
the 3D printing going?
I haven't been able to get.
Are you still doing the 3D printing?
I haven't been able to do that for several months either because I can't dig my way out of all the crises.
Right.
I mean, I'm hardly even getting any sleep anymore.
Well, you got to get sleep, my friend.
Yeah, tell me about it. I have a medical condition. I'm supposed to be seeing a doctor next Tuesday after 3 months just waiting for this appointment to try to track down why my adrenal glands are shutting down. Well, of course, we know stress has something more to do with that, but untangling it takes an expert and getting them restarted. Today, I had part of my bigger problem than the heat was that sometimes, because my blood pressure goes up and down radically for no particular reason, I have to carefully modulate my blood pressure medication. And today, I had a normal dose that brought it down from 170 down to 140, which is manageable. Then it dropped down to less than 130. I was starting to get lightheaded. Now that means that the medication's still there, but the underlying problem went away. So, and I have to lay down till it starts coming back up or the medication wears off.
How's my volume now? How's my audio? Can you hear me?
You're excellent.
Okay, good. Because I just changed back into my other camera.
Yeah.
I was just thinking, let me try an experiment here.
Okay.
But yeah, okay.
Well, bearded.
I guess as long as I don't have both cameras running in the background, it's not canceling out the mic.
Is it really important?
Yeah.
You sound like us, brother. No sleep. Yeah. You know.
That you've been taking some of my stuff.
I didn't take any.
Then you're not getting enough water. You're dehydrated.
Goodbye. As far as my tag is my feet.
Well, that is a crisis, not an emergency, but it's a crisis. That was a medical crisis we dealt with just that moment. You see, that's how it goes all day long.
Right.
Yeah, she's dehydrated. No surprise there. She's drenched head to foot in shiny sweat.
She needs to drink a lot of water.
Yeah, and fortunately we do have lots of electrolytes here to drink.
Yeah.
So where were we?
Sitting all day long, doing something to me.
Oh, bearded air gunner. Yeah. Well, we sounded like that 10 years ago. We would say sleep. I remember sleep.
Sleep.
Yeah. That was when I had a job on top of everything.
You called it sleep? Is that what was that? What? Tell me more. Yeah. Some nights I get a max 4.5, 5 hours.
Yeah.
My brain won't let me sleep any longer than that.
Another part of my problem is that when I'm not getting proper sleep, it affects both my bladder and my prostate.
See, for some reason, during REM sleep, during my sleep period, You know, my
Well,
stomach starts craving coffee. My lungs start craving that cigarette,
are you drinking like Maccabee?
and that'll wake that in itself in my full bladder will just wake me out of a dead sleep at 4:30 in the morning.
Well, yeah, sure, because coffee is a diuretic.
Well, yeah.
What I'm talking about is when you have to get up every 60, you're asleep, you have to get up every 60 minutes to pee, and it's a big one, and your kidneys are really cranking because your chemistry is way out of balance, and you're not getting, you've got way too much cortisol in your system. The hormones are out of balance.
You take 2 hour naps. That's funny. I have a tendency to take me an hour and a half, 2 hour power nap.
Yeah.
Not lately, not since I started driving, but
It's kind of traditional for people our age, but I'm again, I'm not aging in normally at all. Um, my most of my biomarkers say I'm 38 years old, and I feel like 38 years old when I wake up, and I can work like a 38-year-old. I can sprint. I can pump heavy weights for
I'm
20
just the
minutes.
op. I'm
For
just the
20 minutes,
opposite.
and then suddenly it shuts down, and that's my adrenal glands shutting down.
I'm 55, but man, I don't know what 65, 75 feels like, but I sure
Well,
feel
it's different
a
for
lot older
everybody,
than 55.
but I'm pushing 70, and I feel perfectly fine until something happens. Um, and well, or until I'm under stress for 20 minutes, and then I'm gone.
Go to sleep at 3 a.m. and get up at 5:40 a.m. Yeah, been there too. Especially when I was younger, working in the restaurants. I'd work all morning and then I'd take a break and then work all night and then
Yeah,
get off work about
yeah.
11:30, 12:30, 1 o'clock in the morning and be back at work at
And then of
6:30 in the
course you
morning.
try to compensate with coffee, and coffee makes it impossible to shoot straight.
Well, coffee and nodos,
Yeah.
we would pop like 5 or 6 nodos and drink a bunch of espresso. Zooming around the kitchen, cutting up this, cutting up that, prepping this, prepping that,
Yeah.
cooking this, cooking that,
And
and
and and yes, bearded. That's one of the loss of sleep on a daily basis is one of the single biggest factors in premature aging.
oh, got me yawn going on. No, we're going to get ourselves into a few of these news stories, airgun news stories of the day. Our friend
That
Denny
sounds good.
McKenzie, he has a new shooter Sunday that he likes to put out, and let me see here. I mean,
And Beard is going to start releasing a series of shorts
and
shortly.
Bearded is going to start releasing a series of shorts. That'll be cool to watch, and I will feature them. Let's see. Okay.
Shorts are very challenging to do right.
New Shooter Sunday. There we go. Okay. From Denny McKenzie, the flat broke air gunner. He is a good friend. He's a good friend, good guy. Let's go ahead. I just like to feature these guys because they've been good to the channel.
What's poppin'
Yeah.
air gunners? I'm Denny, the Flat Broke Air Gunner, and this is the Flat Broke Air Gunner Show. And you know what day it is. It's New Shooter Sunday. Stick around. It's coming up next.
Plus, I'll feature anybody that's putting out new videos.
Welcome back, my FBA family. All right, like I said, it's New Shooter Sunday. We're heading out to go visit a buddy of mine named Alec. we hooked him up a while back. He has a garden in his backyard, and they're having a pest problem. He moved in with his father, and he helps take care of his father, which I think is very admirable. That's what I did for my father before he passed away. So him and his father have bonded over shooting. Well, I'm glad that we were able to hook him up with his first pumper. I think it was a 2100 Classic from Justin Jacobson of Utah Air Guns. He donated it. We passed it on to Alec, and him and his father were outside having all kinds of fun with it. Well, unfortunately, his father's health has declined, and he was looking into getting a pistol because the gun was the pumper was too much for him to shoulder. So they were having problems with him being able to manage the air gun. So he had reached out to me and just asked what kind of a pistol I would suggest that would be fun. He wanted something that was a replica, so that it would, look like something real, not just an air gun looking air gun. He wanted something that looked more like a firearm. And I said I would give it some thought and see what I could come up with.
Sig Sauer.
You know how we do it here. An FBA family member had donated a
M17
Sig Sauer replica that had blowback action.
The Sig Sauer M17. I knew it.
It's just a really neat little gun. You'll see it here in a minute because we're about to surprise him with it and hook him up and his father up, because I just think that when a father and son shoot together, I think that's awesome. That's how I got into it. My father bought me my first Red Rider. Rest in peace, Pop. Anyways, his video is coming up right now. Welcome back, Air Gunners. You know what day it is. It's New Shooter Sunday. I'm back with my buddy Alec here. He's a really nice guy. He had a pesting problem in his garden about a year ago, and we hooked him up with a American Classic, or no, I think it was a Crossman. And he has been shooting and tearing up the backyard with that thing, and he wants to start moving up. He said he was interested in getting a CO2. This was donated by Matthew, one of the FBA family members. So if you want to say thank you to the FBA family, now would be a perfect time.
Hey, thanks, FBA family.
There you go. We're hooking him up. We got CO2. We got ammo. We've already been given safety glasses, and he's a safe shooter, so he's already got that covered. We're taking care of him, hooking him up, FBA style. I want to thank you guys for tuning in. We'll wrap up the rest of the video back at home. See you then.
All right.
There you go, my FBA family. Like I said, he was really happy, and he showed it a little bit on the video, but you should have seen afterwards. He kept racking the slide back and popping it up like he was, quick drawing on a can, and I think that's awesome, and hopefully his father has a lot of fun with it. Alec, there you go, man. It's really been great meeting you, and I really enjoy hooking you and your family up. I know times are tough for you, and it's 100% the FBA family's mission to help people just like you. And like I said earlier in the video, that I think it's awesome that a father and son, even this far along in life, can still bond over air gunning, and you guys are getting out there and putting into work. Please send me some pictures of you guys out there. I'd really like that. Facebook, you know how to get a hold of me, man. Anyways, there you go, folks. That's the video. Once again, another awesome New Shooter Sunday. I want to thank you guys for tuning in. Not only does your viewership, but your friendship truly means a lot to me. Always be a straight shooter. Always wear your shooting glasses when you're shooting. I'll see you guys on the next video. Take care of yourselves out there. Look out for your friends and family. And as always, God bless.
He's crazy. He's
Yeah,
crazy.
and I'll throw in there, always wear your eye protection when somebody else is shooting, too.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
It's easy to forget. Oh, I'm not shooting. I don't need them.
Anonymous American in the house. Welcome, my friend. Welcome. Yes, he is a great guy. I will say that about Denny. He is a great guy. He does a lot of charitable things to people. And he's just all around good guy. He's been good to our Ranch Airgun Fun channel over the years. So we teamed up together, me and Denny, against Tyler, Afro Sniper X.
Yeah, I know.
We had a Tiny Rat challenge. Go back in the videos, look it up. The Tiny Rat challenge. Denny and we had the white rats, and Tyler had the black rats. That was between them, but and
That's
you
fine.
know you were supposed to do a trick shot or just set the rat back. Um how many feet or how many yards, and I did mine from 50 yards, and I
Oh,
ended
wait
up
a minute. Are these real rats or just targets?
no, these are just little plastic rats.
Oh, okay. I
It
thought
was
they had
just
enough rats of both colors to
it was
actually.
just a little plastic rat about this long.
Okay, I
You
thought
know,
this
it
was
had a
like a game
rat
of
body
pool.
and a tail. I
You
still
get
have
the
them,
stripes, I get the solids.
but so I end up winning, and I end up winning that prize back and anything, and you can go back and check out those videos. But no, Denny's a great guy. He sent me some great stuff, and he does great stuff for other people.
Yeah,
He's really found his niche in the airgun world.
yeah. I really like Slingshot Warrior too. I went on his channel the other day, and he is
You
so
were
much.
in on that too, bearded. That's right. Okay, cool. You were a Sapro Sniper X team. That's right. All right. Cool, cool.
And
That
I
was a
found,
fun challenge. It was a fun challenge.
yeah, I found that Slingshot Warrior was so much like you. I was kind of set back on my heels.
Slingshot Warrior.
Yeah, he is so much like you.
He's like me.
Yep.
In what way?
In the way that he can't make up his mind which passion's got him at the moment, air guns or God.
Well, God's always been my first and primary passion,
Of
and
course,
is every day.
of course, and he would say the same. But every time he tries to go to the topic of the channel, he keeps coming back to God, which it's just great. It's very endearing.
All right, all right. Well, that's cool. I don't think I've ever sat in on one of his live streams.
Yeah. Well, he had a live stream right after yours.
Oh, he did.
Yep. Right after he got off with us.
I see. I see.
He isn't streaming guests like you do. He's just using chat in chat.
Yeah, yeah. He's got a viewership though, right?
He has a pretty good viewership because he gets well, like I said, he's extremely passionate about his beliefs, and his beliefs are very well founded, and he does a great job of explaining. He has a gift for language. He talks kind of slow, but what he says is always solid.
Oh, good. Yeah, I'll have to sit in on one and check him out.
Of course, that's
One
coming
of
from
these days.
a chatterbox, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Somebody who talks too fast.
It's hard for me to even look at videos before that.
I'm losing your sound.
I said you're losing my sound.
Yeah, you just now came back. The last
Just
thing you
now.
said was
Okay.
wrong.
I was saying I just don't have the time anymore. I don't have time really to watch any of the community videos like I used to.
I make
You
up
know,
for it by playing everything at double speed.
when everything at double speed.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's a joke.
No, it works for me.
It does work for you being at double
Yeah,
speed. Yeah.
yeah.
Well,
I can listen even faster than I can talk, which is saying something.
yeah. Misty, Do little kids look at you like Santa Claus at Christmas? Just had to ask.
Everybody looks at me like Santa. I
Well,
get it on
who
the
can
street
blame you?
all the time.
Who can blame them? Look at
Yeah,
you.
of course, a lot of them.
You
Oh,
are a mimic.
of course, a lot of them call me Santa with more than a little sarcasm in their voices, but I don't mind.
You are a Saint Nick mimic.
What's really funny is that to watch them uh, uh, revert back to their childhood behavior.
Yeah.
You know, yeah, that kind of attitude. It's just funny to see full grown-ups do that. They must be really embarrassed afterwards. Do I play along? Well, how's this? I mean, ho, ho, ho. Ho, ho, ho.
That's funny. Well, next up in line, as far as air gun news and videos and reviews are concerned, we all know of AEA and their products of air guns that come out, high power, the Zeus. And there's a new one. They come out with the pistol. They have a pistol carbine. And our friend Maccabee Speed put out a video about a few hours ago. I don't know if you've seen it yet, Mystic. I'm sure you have.
Yes.
But we're going to go
just
ahead.
Just a few adjustments out of the box.
We're going to go ahead and share that a little bit. A little DIY on how to fix the AEA and W Bentac M50 pistol. All right, let's get that shared. And here we go.
I live inside my own world of make-believe. Kids screaming in the cradles, profanities. I see the world through ice covered in ink and bleach. Cross out the ones who heard my cries and watched me weep. I love everything. Fire spreading all around my room. My world's so bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush.
Welcome to the channel, gentlemen. What is up, guys? Maccabee Speed coming at ya. Great follow-up episode today on the M50 pistol that we saw giving us that barrel issue in yesterday's episode. Initially, I'd gone ahead and gotten the information on how to go ahead and potentially rectify this issue from Lucky 7 Air Ammo. They're the very first people that I know that put tool to barrel and actually got this thing to run as smooth as silk with my old M50. Now, I'll be completely honest with you guys, he gave me a very well thought out, drawn out, and time intensive process on how to go ahead and really lap that barrel in smoothly and cleanly with a dowel and some sandpaper. I'm not that guy, right? I could be giving good advice, but I'm still going to be Maccabee Speed at the end of the day. So what I did was found a small stone that fits my Dremel and dremeled out the lead-in where the barrel meets the breech. It worked like gangbusters. It took literally no time. I had to fall on my face a couple of times with a few failed attempts on how to get this thing lapped correctly, but once I figured it out and made the move to the right tool, I felt like I couldn't not share this information with you, seeing how well it ended up working. Anybody can perform this barrel lapping at home with almost no tools except for a Dremel and some really cheap rotary stones. I was using the white stone, which I believe to be the smoothest and least abrasive out of all that they offer, and it worked incredibly well. Before I get any farther into the video, I feel like I at least owe it to you guys to prove that it does cycle so you can see whether or not it's worth the time to watch the rest of this upload. Let's check it out. Got 2 slugs in this magazine. 2 slugs, right? It's like 6:45 in the morning, so I'm not shooting this thing in my backyard, but I've got my ramrod to go ahead and clear it, and we'll cycle a couple of rounds so you can just see that it works. That's right, you have to have it on fire to go ahead and cock this guy. Pull it back a little bit more, magazine goes in the breech. Perfect, man. You don't want this to be all floppy dick. Nobody likes a floppy dick. This is exactly the type of tension that you're going to want to see with your M50 pistol. It's got a little bit of bite to it right when it passes that breech seal, but after it gets past the breech seal, you can feel it engage and seat where it ought to, exactly where the lead-in of the rifling should have been from the factory. This is a small issue, and as long as you have eyes and a brain to think and hands to work, you should be able to take care of this on your own if you get one that hasn't been remediated already. What I'm going to recommend is that Jim at Texoma Precision Pellets, and maybe potentially even the retailers, if they have units already, just go ahead and take care of this for the customers so that we don't have to mess with it. Let's clear the barrel and go ahead and do it one more time so you guys can see that it works.
I don't know though. That big old tank on it. The big white tank on it shows it off.
No fake news. That's significantly better than we saw it run yesterday. Let's do it again. Start completely over, fire, decocking. Decock the rifle, pistol in this case, back on safe, weapon is clear, weapon is safe. Next, move. Magazine has 1 seed left in the rotational assembly here. Go ahead and open this beast up. I can totally live with that. 100% equal in my mind to the force of a Crossman 1322. This is great for me. If you guys are some OG air gunners and you like those old Crossman Clapmasters, then you know what type of engagement I'm talking about when that brass bolt met that barrel at that breech seal. It was a good feeling on those Crossmans, and honestly, I'm getting the same type of good lockup with this pistol now. And it's through my deck forever. Clear and safe. I feel like this one's gonna run good. Roll the tape on how we got here. Alright guys, I hope you really enjoyed seeing my lackluster attempt at DIY machining with the most primitive of tools I could possibly muster. I think this proves one thing though. Any idiot with any tools effectively can get this done with this guide. I think it's going to be a great place to go ahead and end this episode. If you like this episode, give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more content like this, make sure you subscribe for more with that notifications button so you can stay current on the channel as well as when new videos come out. If you really like this video and you enjoy seeing this platform, make sure you share it so that somebody else can see it. And I'll catch you boys in the next one.
I dig his stuff. I always have.
Yeah. Well, that's my way of going about it, but not very many people would take a factory issue manufacturing defect and try to correct it instead of just returning it.
Right. Not Mac.
Yeah,
Not in most cases. Mac will just, he'll tear it apart, try to, he'll fix it himself. He'll mod it.
I'm really holding my breath for AEA and hope that they don't suffer too much for this.
Nah, not AEA. They're on
Well,
top.
how did they let that get out the door, or the production model, and not catch it? Even with their own ammo that they recommended. He's using their own ammo that the gun is specifically designed for. And
Right.
by the way, if you or I were to handle something like that on a video, we'd be canceled immediately. But Maccabee Speed has earned
Why
himself
would
a
I be
certain.
canceled?
Anybody who shows something being modified on YouTube,
Uh,
any kind of. First of all, number
they've
one,
changed
you
a
can't
lot.
tell Mac.
They started cracking down really heavy on that, but they changed because they were hitting Demolition Ranch. They were
Yeah,
hitting him, and they went back and remonetized a lot of his videos
well, that's good to hear. When did this start?
because they were putting a ban on suppressors. Because
Uh huh.
he had a video where he was putting multiple sections of suppressor on to see how long
Yep.
he can make a suppressor.
Well, or how more effective it would be.
and they demonetized they cut his video and demonetized that, and he bought them, and
Well,
they
that's
ended up
it.
recanting and bringing back his video and monetizing them. So
But
now
that's my point, Brian. But that's my point. The reason Maccabee can get away with it is because he fought them in court and won,
yeah.
and he's
Well,
ready to do it again.
I've shown me taking apart an air gun and putting it back
But you
together.
didn't try to modify it.
Huh?
But you didn't try to modify it.
No. But that doesn't. I don't see how they would cancel my video, or they, how they would, because I did a modification
If
on a
I can be
video.
canceled for,
It's a
if
video.
I can be canceled, if I can be canceled for saying that families have the right to defend them against marauders,
But you're doing that
effectively,
live. But
yeah,
you did that live.
yeah.
Okay. See, live and video are two different things.
And why is that?
Why is that? I can
Yeah, it's what.
handle a firearm. I can handle my air guns on a video. I can physically have them in my hands. I
Uh
can
huh.
even shoot them on a video. I can't do that on a live.
Can you tell me
I
the
even touch
reason?
it. I even touch it.
Yeah.
I take the chance of them canceling my video, my
Can you
live
tell?
stream.
Can you tell me the rationale behind that?
I can't. No, because these aren't firearms. They have strict firearm guidelines.
Yeah, that's
and
that.
and and they try and they canceled my videos because my live streams, because I handled a air gun.
Yeah, and that would be my point A. But then point B, um, they will cancel willy nilly, unless you fought them in court. And then it's like you get a special white mark or something. They have to leave you alone.
Well, I don't know. I just know they've given me a strike already,
Yeah.
and now that they've canceled two of my live streams. So
Mhm.
2 or 3 of my live streams been canceled. So I don't get it. These aren't these aren't nowhere near firearms. They're not firearms. They have nothing to do with
Yeah.
a firearm, that being a firearm, and how they even can, because they look like it.
Well, you have to remember these people came from a background culture of form over function. It's all about the signaling. It's all about sending a message. They live in a metaphorical world.
Right, right.
I
Well,
mean, you could take them to a dude ranch and they'd fall on their face.
that's funny, dude ranch. Oh,
Well, especially a California dude ranch. Dude, hey dude, there goes a dudette.
well, listen, Mystic, I want to
Yeah,
thank you for coming on again and hanging out with us. And I want to thank Bearded Air Gunner and an American Anonymous American. I'll get it right one day. I'll get it right, Anonymous. And I think that was it far as people in the chat. Just a couple. And
yeah.
yeah, just a Bearded Air
So
Gunner,
next
Anonymous
time,
American. Thank you guys for hanging out with us, having fun, our air gun fun talk. And I want to just go ahead and put out another big shout out to Maccabee Speed. Like, share, and subscribe. And Danny McKenzie, Flat Pro Air Gunner. Like, share, and subscribe. And Mystic 22222. Like, share, and subscribe. That is your name of your handle, right? Your YouTube name, Mystic 22222.
it would be if I actually used my YouTube. The girls use my
The
YouTube.
girls use it.
When I do use mine, it will be in the context of teaching classical and neoclassical and epic music composition
Cool.
and how to play an instrument like it was your own voice, not from sheet music, but how to make it natural. The easiest way to learn to play keyboards and demonstrate the technology that allows a person like me. Over some years was able to save up several $100s and buy software that comes with artificial intelligence that knows how to play the instruments like a real person, and you can have an actual symphony orchestra
That would be
and
cool.
choir. Yeah, and I will want to demonstrate that. I know I can get away with that on my channel.
There you go. I'd love to see that. We'll preview that
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, listen, I'm going to go ahead and call this. We're going to call last call for air gun fun. And anybody else have any questions, any requests for an upcoming show? Put it down in the chat, put
My
it down in the
my
comments.
request
And again, give us a thumbs up for this, guys. Give us a thumbs up,
my
like and
my
share and subscribe if you haven't already. Become part of the family here. And yeah. So Mystic, until next time, we're gonna call this one, okay?
Okay, yeah. My request is that we do part 2 on the Robo drone.
Robo drone. Okay,
And
I'll do that'll be that'll be our very next episode. And
yeah,
we'll
just go back, review the video, and look at what we did not show and what you would like to show.
we'll go back and we'll review everything and go further on into it. I'll do some more research on anti-drone weaponry and what we can use as far as less than lethal anti-drone and anti-robotic weaponry and rounds and ammunition and fun things.
And maybe after that, I'll come up with some less lethal cluster bombs.
There you go. So I was thinking about that. Something encased in a hard shell over the 68 caliber or 50 caliber hard shell.
Mhm.
Okay, and when it breaks on impact, it sends a 70,000 bolt shock through the prongs There's these little prong. There's these little. You ever? I got the idea.
I know how
I got
tasers
the
work.
idea from the sticker. You know the little round
Ah.
stickers, the little points and sticker. All around it. You ever stepped on one?
Doesn't sound. I don't think so. Oh, you mean like
It's a
cockleburrs?
little round ball. It's a sticker, but
Yeah, it's a cocklebird.
yeah. Yeah, you have a bunch of those things that have electrical charge inside them that is ignited on impact. Once there's a shock to them, like being fired out of a
Mm-hmm.
barrel,
Mm-hmm.
they charge up. Okay, and they're encased in this 50 caliber round ball. And
Mm-hmm.
once they make impact, they stick to whatever they hit.
Yep. Yep.
And release a 70,000 volt charge.
Well, I know how that could be done, but I don't think it would have enough energy to do anything. You just charge up let's say a mica capacitor will handle that kind of voltage, or you could make a Leyden jar type made out of glass, but it wouldn't carry any current.
No,
It'd
I'd
be
have
like
to figure
static
out how
electricity.
to, because it'd have to carry current.
Well, my way of doing it would be to make a mortar out of it by putting it on a stick of whatever caliber you had and muzzle loading it.
Fun stuff. All right, Mystic.
Good time.
You have yourself a good night, my friend. And we'll talk to
Yeah.
you on the next one. And again, thank you for being on and sharing with
I
us.
think with this I will probably have to just live during the nights and sleep through the days.
Right. All right, my friend. You have yourself a good night, okay?
You too.
All right. Oh, what a night. What a night. What a day. What a day. Well, hey, again, I want to thank you, Bearded Air Gunner, for coming on, Anonymous American, and my friend Mystic22222. With everybody else, I hope you enjoyed the show. For those who haven't seen it yet, who will see it, please give us a thumbs up. Like, share, and subscribe. This is your boy Brian from our ranch, A.G.F.C. Live, signing off saying God bless you. Take care of yourself. Love one another. Take care of one another. Most of all, love yourself. You can't do any of those others if you don't love yourself. It's a little word coming at you from your boy Brian. So until next time, again, God bless you. Have a good night. Y'all know the rest. Have a great day.